Hi everyone, how are we doing? So many titles I could give for this video, so bear with me. And apologies in the midst of a healing crisis at the minute, like I'm sure many of you are. So you can probably see it in my face a little bit, but these come and go as we go through this process of awakening and enlightenment. Certainly they do for me. But it's good to be back. It's been like a couple of weeks, and I'm in England at the moment. And yeah, definitely feeling very much the effects of Scorpio season, and where we're being taken, or have certainly been taken, very much into the depths of our feelings, and to really make sure that we do some really important work so that we can clear ourselves of some stuff that's been waiting to leave, our physical body, and also our mental spheres, our emotional spheres, for quite some time. And that requires work. And we want, well, so many of us want this change in our lives, probably in a few different areas of our lives, and we can feel it, we can smell it, we can sense it, but that requires us doing the work. And some of that work is really challenging because it is making us look at these old, heavy, tired parts of ourselves that we've been not wanting to deal with for a very long time. So it may have felt like you were being, or may still feel like you're being held down and really made to face some stuff. And it's a space of not knowing, and being comfortable in that. And also a process of death, big death. Like we go through so many of these in our lives. And then it's, then comes the rebirth, and then comes all these opportunities and offers and bounty and all of that. But we have to go through this process of letting go and of allowing parts of us to die off. So, but there's such an important thing here about being in our emotions in this Scorpio season, and also doing the work. Now, I'm not massive on astrology, but I do like to keep tabs because I can pick up on some of those energies, and I do believe that, eventually we can all move beyond the need to actually have astrology as a map, because we step into even higher planes of development and connection. But it's for me, it's definitely a really important and useful tool. I think for a percentage of the journey, in these bodies. So yeah, the emotions, and also connecting with the body. Like better communication with the body, better communication with the cells, asking the body what it needs and what it wants, and recognizing that on this journey of change and transformation, of our physicality, our energy first and then our physicality, that all takes time, and we have to be gentle with ourselves in the process, and we have to work with our body in the process. And also this feeling of being okay with the discomfort, because a lot of it is uncomfortable. But if you can see it as, what is this for? What is it teaching me? Rather than, oh my God, woe is me, this is awful, I don't want to deal with this, wow, distract, avoid, and whatever our coping mechanisms are, then we're going to be better for it. There's also something here about don't give up. And there's a difference between giving up and surrendering. So there's an invitation there to see this process as surrender, rather than giving up, and then just going into something really negative, or a coping mechanism that's not going to help. So there's a big difference there. But what is all this doing, right? It's creating a space inside ourselves. It's creating a very necessary space by letting these things go that are ready to go, so that we can create the space for new things to enter. So this is where we get into that energy of attraction and manifestation. But that's, it's a process. All of this, to go through that at the beginning, that real discomfort and not wanting to do it, and feeling the death, and the it's like being in a chrysalis. We don't know what's happening, and we have to kind of accept. So there's a big acceptance piece, but to really go through the full length of that process to get to the point where you start to see your manifestations coming in, then you're like, oh, it's worth it. This is a worthwhile process to me. So yeah, there were so many messages there, but I hope some of that was helpful. I have very much been walking in this for a few weeks now, and this is why I haven't posted anything, because it's been like so, you know, fundamental. It's been in sort of the core of my experience, and I've not really, you know, it's like that feeling of I've been doing the work, you know, I've been doing the work day by day, but it's like, what areas have I not been doing the work, right? Where have I been holding off? Where have I been kind of gaslighting myself and manipulating myself a bit, and my body, where it's like, I'm probably not doing the work there actually, or I'm just like, you know, doing the lip service. So yeah, this is big stuff, and you know, we can have a lot of resistance to it. So I'm just seeing what cards are coming out here might be useful. Yeah, definitely this one, the Ten of Wands, is talking about you know, gathering everything that we've learned at this point, up to this point, and going through this important process, taking away now what we need, in that process of letting go. And also the Three of Swords there. So there's a big thing here about letting go of it. Could be with people, but a lot of it is going to be internal. All right, personalities, parts of ourselves, old ways of doing things that don't really work anymore. You've got a really nice Two of Cups there. So as you create this new space, it's creating new opportunities, whether that's in love or business, you know, or the strengthening of connections. But it's all as a result of you doing this work. And then, you know, you're in a position there with the Six of Cups, where you're able to actually really, in this new energy, in this new space that you've created inside yourself, it's a new you that's being born, right? So you're able to really do some good and give to people and collaborate and work together, you know. So all of that to me feels really worthwhile. So yeah, there's quite a lot of messages in there. I hope you find some of that useful. If you want to know more about what I do, information on the website. But yeah, thanks for watching. Keep going, everybody. I know it's been pretty grueling, but you know, I guarantee this, you know, if you stay the course, this is all going to be really worthwhile, and you know, you'll see the fruits of your labour. All right, big hug to you all. I'll see you on the next one.